Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It's David Schlotthauer here, and welcome to one of my first live streams in February. It's been quite some time since I was able to go live. That's because of IRL stuff, but I'm glad to be live here for about an hour and a half, maybe a couple of hours, as I'm going to be out of the house all day today doing other stuff. Actually, not all day. I should hopefully be back in the afternoon. But you're taking a live look now out of Mississippi. We got cloud cover. We got the storms coming in. It's going to be a really rough day today, and that's why we are live streaming this event. So let's take a look at Doppler radar right now, and we do have scattered thunderstorms that are breaking out across the area. We got a line of storms near Macomb in Mississippi, Brookhaven to your east. We got a line of storms, lots of lightning strikes. Look at those dew points. They're in the 70s up there near Hazelburst. So really, really muggy. A lot of moisture advection from the south. And so this is going to be something we will have to monitor over the next 30 minutes to an hour as we are tracking these storms. They're going to likely be lower based, and if we get the shear, we're going to get tornadoes, and some of them could be strong. We got a line of storms near Memphis, Tennessee. Radar site is actually out up there, so we're not able to access that. But we do got storms near Jonestown in Mississippi, all the way up towards Collierville in Tennessee. We got flood warnings going on right now in the McKenzie area. Brownsville getting quite a bit of rain. And then to the north here in Kentucky, Greenville, Madisonville, we got some showers, but to your south, it's more significant. We have stronger thunderstorms that are rumbling their way across the area. Lewisburg in Kentucky, that's where we have the heaviest rainfall and the strongest thunderstorms. We got a line here going across State Route 68 near Whippoorwill, near Gordonsville, about to get hit here really soon with the heaviest rainfall. Let's go up here towards the northern Kentucky area where, again, we are just in and out of showers, maybe a rumble or two of thunderstorms, but largely the worst of it has been to your south, as dew points here are not quite as favorable as further south where they're likely to be a little more favorable. And then in Indianapolis, not much to talk about here, just some showers to your south, but likely looking dry right now. And then going further north into the Chicago area, where we do have this in the form of snow. Yeah, snow and a little bit of rain-snow mix, we should say. 30 degrees right now in Aurora, in Chicago. Currently 35 degrees. Winds out of the northeast at about 15 to 30 miles an hour at this time. We go further south. That's where we, again, have a lot of pink on your screen. That decaliates the freezing rain, maybe some slush in the mix there. But further to the southwest, near Davenport, that's where we have snow, where we have rain, and that's where we have the gusty winds to contend with. But a lot of this is now exiting the area. So if we go just to the north of Topeka, where we got a little bit of snow going on. To the west there, near Junction City, a little bit of snow coming down at the moment. But if we take a look at our live camera in Burlington, it's just cloudy. Those clouds moving a little fast as the colder air moves on in the wake of that system. All right. But further south, this is where we have the tornado watch, and this is why we're gonna monitor things. Watch radar trends for any sneaky supercells that try to develop this afternoon or even in the next hour or so. The Storm Prediction Center, let's go over to that. They have issued an enhanced risk. We know about this already, except the enhanced risk is definitely sliced a lot further south. We can see Ohio was under enhanced risk yesterday. Now it looks to just be a marginal risk. They're going to keep the enhanced risk over, say, portions of Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. This is driven by a 10% chance of tornadoes. So again, we are talking about a few strong tornadoes today in the 10% hatched area. On top of that, we are continuing with a 30% non-sig for damaging winds. And of course, we're looking at a 5 to 15% risk for large hail. So the hail is not going to be a big threat with this, honestly. If we get anything, it's probably going to be anywhere between about marble size, maybe quarter size hail at the very most. We're not really going to see the 2-inch hail today in the Alabama, Mississippi area and the deep south. Conditions are just not favorable for that, but instead we are going to be seeing big time severe weather when it all gets going here. So how's everybody doing? What's up? DD 2003, how are you doing? What's up, Vegas Aviation? 10% tornado risk and some could be strong. Yes, that's what we're continuing with. Definitely a tornado threat today. Hey, Alex Miller, how are you doing? Did they made the chat colors different. I like that. I don't know why they would change the colors. YouTube has a new streaming thing, I guess, where your name is different colors. It's not plain white anymore, which actually looks nice. It looks beautiful. I wonder what red means. Maybe that means you're a member or something, or you're a long-time subscriber or something. But yeah, we're keeping an eye on the severe weather in Brookhaven, Macomb. If you're in Hazelburst to your east here, that's where we have the best chances of severe weather. Jackson, Clinton. If you're in Baton Rouge to the south, that's where we have that line of storms. 80 degrees down there. 80 degrees. Yes. Literally, it's 80 degrees, dew point 70 degrees. So it's really, really warm and muggy. A lot of deep tropical moisture advecting northward. Kathy Riggs, thank you for becoming a Tropical Storm member. It's well appreciated. When I get enough members, folks, I promise you, pinky promise, I swear, pinky promise. When we get enough members, I will be doing members-only live streams. No, it won't be on the severe weather. It'll just be a hangout live stream. We're going to just do some Q&A, weather question talk. It's going to be fun. So if you haven't become a member today, do so. Because when we get enough members, we're going to make sure I'm going to make sure I provide you some reliable, awesome content. What's up, Ryan Teasdale? How are you doing? What's up, Mindy Weeks? How are you doing? I hope you all are doing great. I'm glad I'm here live streaming today. Yesterday was very, very tough. I promise you, it's not because I didn't want to, it's just because I didn't have time to. This morning, I have some time to live stream, at least until about maybe 10:30 or 11 in the morning, my time. So we have another hour and a half here to track severe weather. But I will be busy today. I don't know for how long, but I'm going to be busy for probably a few hours. That's just how it is, you know? The temps are going to crash here in Indiana. Yes, they are. It's going to definitely get cold. You know what's going to get cold? Let's take a look at the weather pattern. I wanted to show you all this. Tell me if this is extreme or not, okay? Tell me if this is like Bizzacco. All right, so the European model, this is the latest, right? We know what the pattern's going to do through Friday and Saturday, right? But what we don't know is what might be coming by next week, right? Ignore this trough in the Great Lakes. Actually, don't ignore it, but ignore it at the same time, because that's not the most extreme part of this weather pattern that sets up, okay? What's coming is gonna really get your attention. Look at this trough across the west. I mean, very, very amplified pattern from California, Nevada, into Washington, Oregon. I mean, this is just crazy. Four Corners region, below average heights, very amplified pattern. Extreme trough and cold back west, really warm and mild back east. And I mean, look at this pattern. You can't get any more amplified than that. I mean, just incredible. And this would be by the middle of next week, when the big pattern change comes, probably by Wednesday, Thursday, we get a whole flipperoo with this entire weather pattern that moves in. And then it stays that way. Look at this. We got the 525 decameter height line over California. And if you think that's bad, why don't we take a look at the GFS model? Let's take a look at the 06Z. This thing was going to be a big deal. Look at how low that is. I mean, we got 519 in northeastern California. I mean, what the heck? In northern Nevada? I mean, what the... you don't see that very often. This is really going to be something if this actually pans out being the case. And then, of course, you got your amplified ridge all the way across East Coast. So there might be some severe weather depending on how this all pans out, but likely not. A lot of the active weather will be well out west. Snow levels that could be down to sea level. Yeah, sea level snowfall that is possible in my area and to the south. I mean, that's just showing you how amplified this trough is, and it could stick around for a while. That trough doesn't want to go anywhere before another trough moves in. So this amplified pattern could stick around for for a while. That's what we're looking at here. When we go to the 12Z run, though, of course, it is more amplified. Look at that trough. I mean, 534 decameters over my area. I mean, we barely get the 540 line in the first place. So, I mean, it's gonna crash. The temperatures are gonna crash. That's what, let's see. That is what D says, right? The temperatures are just gonna crash. And that's what is all anticipated. So, yeah, we got to really watch this. We do have to keep an eye on the weather pattern very closely because, yeah, that could be very, very significant. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Can you guys hear me? My internet just went out for a second. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Okay, what's up? Okay. All right, for some reason, my internet just bugged out a little bit. I think we're good, though. But did you hear what I was telling you all about this weather pattern that's coming? I mean, really extreme. One of the only times I'm actually gonna say extreme because of the pattern that allows it. I mean, gosh, I mean, just... This is sickening. This is literally sickening. I mean, you don't see this very often. Look at California. Look at the northern plains. I mean, that's a big deal. I'm going to have to really start talking about this. Now, as far as any snow or rain goes, that could be a really big deal up here. I mean, it's too far out to really discern if there is going to be an extreme type storm system here. It's a little too far out to discern that, but there's something. Models are trying to pick up on something, and we gotta see if it sticks around. Because if it does, this would be one of the storms you do not want to have in the Great Lakes and the northern tier. The good news is this is not going to go very far south. So like Tennessee, you should be fine. It's only going to be rain for you all. But there's still a chance that Chicago, northern Indiana, northern Ohio could get some pretty extreme amounts of freezing rain. In fact, let's take a look at that. It looks very significant. If this pans out on the GFS, yeah, some areas could get about a half an inch of ice, maybe an inch of ice in these areas. This would be really devastating. The amount of sleet up to maybe 1 to 3 inches, that would even be more devastating. How about the snow with that storm? Yeah, maybe a couple of feet of snowfall. No, not just a couple of inches. It'd be a couple of feet if this happens. So this storm really is on my bucket list to really watch. In fact, yeah, a couple of areas here might get, actually, yeah, maybe 2 feet of snow in the Dakotas. Yeah, that could be a little significant. So we really got to watch this system. It's far out. Other YouTubers might be like, "Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a deadly winter storm. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be deadly. It's gonna kill people. It's gonna be the worst storm ever." Don't buy that. Please don't go buy that. All right, because we all know this has happened before. Okay, we know for a fact it's happened. It's just a matter of, will it happen again? Where will it happen? Is the question. We're looking at about a foot. So based on my opinion on this winter storm with the extreme pattern that's coming, there's probably a 50% chance you're gonna see, but maybe a 40 to 50% chance you're gonna see at least a foot of snow. A 10% chance that you see 2 feet of snow. But it won't matter because it's going to be pretty stinking cold when the cold air comes on in. And come on, it's mid-February. This shouldn't be, well, it should be happening, but not this extreme. So we got to watch this. But the good news, I guess, if you hate severe weather and you don't like it very much, fingers crossed that it does not look too bad at all in that department. But yeah, this is going to be something we gotta watch. Thank you, Reason, for the $5 donation. Thank you, M Tire, for the $5 donation. So I do appreciate that. Anything headed towards Florida soon, you may be asking. Nothing that really concerns me at all. You're looking at below average rainfall, so you're gonna miss out on any extreme weather. Well, at this point, maybe you're going to miss out on extreme temperatures, but nevertheless, you're going to get a taste of some Arctic air, just a little bit, for the weekend. But otherwise, you're going to warm right back up from where you came. You're actually going to see well above average temperatures through the extended period, and we can prove that by looking at ensemble forecasts that do indicate the same thing. So likely warmer here on the ensembles, on the GEFS, for Florida, for Georgia, for the Carolinas, for Tennessee, and the Southeast. So you can probably throw your jackets away. No, not literally away, but you can literally put them away and not wear them because you're not going to need them because it's not going to be cold enough. And then that continues all the way through perhaps the end of February. Yeah, you're going to end February on a very warm one over the Southeast like it has been. Last year was really kind of warm down there. This year, no difference. No stranger danger for that. It's going to be really warm there. But look at the ensembles all the way across the West. Really trending colder in that sense. So now you guys may be asking, what are ensembles? Why do we use ensembles? Well, the GFS, let alone, is not enough to say that, oh, it's going to be cold. I'm basing my prediction off of this one model. It does not mean you're going to get that variable. Because if we go over to the operational GFS, well, it has what? Above average at 276 hours out. Okay, but when we go over and take a look at the ensembles, okay, we were just looking at above average temperatures on the operational, right? Well, the ensemble is telling me something different. Okay, that's why I'm going to try to use ensembles more. Yes, they are not as detailed, they're not as high resolution, but also it's going to give the forecaster of, well, based on the ensembles, the trends towards a cooler pattern, maybe it's going to get cooler. All right, now should you use this beyond 10 days, 12 days? Probably not, because the ensembles change extremely beyond 10 days. But you can use this as a guidance, model guidance, and to tell you that, okay, based on the last 3 days of model data or the last 5 days of model run data, and it's trending colder, it's probably going to end up that way. So most of the ensembles, even so your well, this is in agreement with the operational, but most of the ensembles here for the Deep South are looking warmer. So that means probably it's going to be warmer. And we can see that happening in the long range forecast, the ridging that's going to be amplified over the area. So that's what we see here. Increased ridge patterns over the southeast and the deep south, increased troughy weather across the west and the Pacific Northwest. Okay, and so this gives me an idea that, okay, the pattern's changing. We can see this all coming in. The chances of you seeing big time severe weather and colder temperatures for the deep south and the southeast, very low at this point. Probably a 5% chance. Things are going to calm down in a sense of humor if you're in the deep south and the southeast, but not so much so if you're in the upper Midwest and the northern plains and the west coast of the U.S. Maybe the northeast might get in on some of that active weather, but if you want severe weather, doesn't look very favorable at all after today. Things are going to wind down in that department of the weather. But temperature-wise, yeah, it's going to get pretty stinking crazy. Let's take a look at the ensemble really quick. By the way, well-reasoned, thank you. Or you told me thank you. You're welcome, buddy. I do appreciate that. So, when we take a look at the European ensemble, it is also trending cooler for Tuesday next week. Still really warm across the deep south. And when we go forward with this, you know, you can see, look at that ensemble. I mean, this is, and there's, by the way, 50 members that run the operational Euro model. So all the ensembles put together, different members. So let's just say M. Tyler, Joe Coffey, Well Reason, Candy. You guys are individual members. Are you thinking it's going to be cold for the Northwest? If you say yes, and if all of you say yes, well, the general consensus is saying, oh, it's going to be cold. So that's what we have going on. Warm southeast, very cold in the Northwest, the northern and the western U.S., in the extended forecast, and that's what I go with. And if that's not enough, let's go look at the average 7-day here, and you can see how it's between days. Let's go to days 6 through the 13th. You can see really chilly up there across the Northwest, and very warm for the Southeast. So yes, you're thinking that winter is not, or you're thinking winter is over for the northern half and the western half. Doesn't look like it at this moment, and that's just because the pattern that we're going to be entering, and it is being talked about already on our local weather office here where I live, with the big pattern change that is coming. Probably between Tuesday and Wednesday. It looks like Wednesday is going to be, or Tuesday is the transition day. It looks like Wednesday is going to be, going to come in. It's going to come in with a ton of bricks, and it's going to be much colder. In fact, daytime highs next week, by the end of next week, maybe in the low 40s for us. And snow, actually, I did want to show you all that really quickly. Snow levels could get down to sea level. Let's take a look at those. So if we go over here and take a look at this, I mean, no joke about it at all. Snow levels down to the surface. Yes, down to the surface. I mean, how often do you see that? I mean, look, it's snowing right there over Santa Cruz, over Big Sur. I mean, in the Central Valley, it's even snowing. Okay, let's go right to the weather belt. I mean, how crazy is this? I mean, I guess the Great Lakes have come to me. I guess if we get snow, we're going to get probably a couple of inches for it. And I mean, 2 inches for us is like getting 4 feet for some of you folks that live in the Great Lakes and the Northeast. It is that rare. We don't get that I think the last time it snowed here was like back in the 1980s or something, 1990s. It's been a while. So if it snows, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be possibly historic if it does happen. And I mean, look at that. Right along the coast there, it's snowing. It is going to be cold enough for literally to snow at the surface. I mean, you don't get that very often. So, yeah, a very extreme weather pattern coming to our area. David, did you comb your hair and hairsprayed it or gel? No. If it snows there, definitely live stream. Yeah. Oh yeah. I will be streaming on this if it does get cold enough. I might just, yeah, I'll see what I can do. But let's see what's next week. Tuesday. Okay. I think it should work out because Tuesday, guess what I got? Guess what the surprise is. I want everybody to ask me in chat. Guess what my surprise is that I wanted to share with you all. You probably know already, but I want to see if you guys actually know. Nope. I didn't, Candy. Guess again. What are ingredients needed for sea surface snow? That hasn't happened in downtown. It's probably due to dynamic cooling. We have a lot of cold air aloft. Very cold air aloft. That's going to be able to mix down some of that. So we might be able to get some snow. It's going to be very wet snow if it happens. But hey, we can take anything. Nope, Vegas. Nope, nope, nope. I am not. Do you all want to know what the surprise is? Let me know in chat. Let me know in chat. Being out of school is one of them. That's because I was exposed to a couple a family member. I'm not going to say it on stream. Like, but I was exposed to COVID. So I got tested. It came back negative. So we're all good on that. But yes, that's one of the reasons why I'm not at school today. But it's something else besides that. You're close, Candy. You're close. Do you like model trains? I do. I used to have a model train a long time ago when I was young, but we don't have it anymore. So I want to let you all know. That I passed my written and vision test and I got my permit, my learner's permit to drive. So that's going to be a lot nicer because eventually I plan on going out there and not chasing per se, but I am looking into like if it's like a stormy kind of thing, not super stormy, because I don't want my family to be like, what the heck? Why are you going out there in this? No, you shouldn't, I am 27, of course, but I'm looking into going out and doing some live field coverage. So, it took me 10 years to get comfortable. I promise you that. It took me 10 years, but once I did, hooray, it finally came to mind. So I drove yesterday around town for like 3 hours. Learned to switch lanes, learned to do this, learned to do that. Did some nighttime driving last night. Went the speed limit. Did pretty good, so I am excited. David, can you pick me up from the nursing home? Which nursing home are you even at? Which nursing home are you at? Ooga booga baby, that's the thing. You're not where I'm gonna go. I'm trying to get a car. I thought you do drive, Joe. I thought you told me you know how to drive. But yeah, I got my learner's permit. I'm hoping to get my full-on license possibly as early as April, sometime in April, maybe late March. I'm not giving it a whole rush, but what I will tell you all that now you might tell me that David's got his license, now he can go storm chasing in when the next whatever storm he gets. I'm going to give that probably about a year. First, I need to get more comfortable driving and stuff. Because I'm getting better, of course, but there's that feeling of not, I got to get used to driving, okay? So it's going to be at least a year. At least probably next year at this time, if I feel comfortable enough, I'll probably do my first chase. But I need to get a window mount or a dashboard count or a dashboard setup and everything where I can do that. So, yes. Alex, I'm not driving all the way to Pennsylvania to pick you up. No. You can drive. I don't need to pick you up. But yes, there is no severe thunderstorm warnings right now, and that's a good thing. But there is some heavy rainfall down here near Monticello in Mississippi. That's where we're seeing the biggest severe weather right now. Yes, I have to get comfortable on the road, but I promise as soon as I feel comfortable, this channel is about to get 10 times better. 10 times better because now I can go out there and, well, I don't consider it storm chasing. Why? Because we don't get the biggest severe weather outbreaks out there. I'll call it weather chasing. More so like weather adventure chasing, in other words. Guess where I'm going in November. Oh, where are you going, Joe? I am in a model train club. Oh, that's nice, Lego Train 489. That's awesome. What kind of train are you building? Yes, Candy, I know. That's common sense. I don't even listen to music right now in the car just because I'm not comfortable with that. Oh, they canceled the tornado watch up to the north. There's this only little area under a tornado watch right now. So we'll have to just see on how that verifies. You're in Shady Pines? Yeah, that's pretty far, Uga. Sorry. It's out of my way. I'm not driving across country. I'm sorry. I think my family would be like, you're not going cross country. No. I'm sorry. Alex? Remember what I told you. Please do not assume things. I am not a fan of rap music. David, remember what happened in February 1976? Michael says, when there was widespread sea surface temperature snow, San Francisco and Sacramento got 2+ inches of snow. Is there actually possibility? Would be shocking. Yeah, we gotta watch this. We really gotta watch this system right here. This would be something pretty big. Let's see our surface temperatures actually. Not that. Oh, the 12Z run's coming out. How exciting. Let's see if it has trended colder. But yeah, look at these temperatures, you all. During the day next week, maybe only 40 degrees in some areas on the European model. So it's going to be really cold. Actually, look at this. 39 degrees during the day on Saturday. And look at those temperature anomalies. That is just crazy cold. What's up, Brian Track Hurricanes? How are you? How are you? David, my dad got me into heavy metal. That's great to hear. That is great to hear, Joe. David, good news is La Nina will end. Yes, most of the models indicate that a moderate to strong El Nino seems probable by the fall and winter. The fall of 2023 and the winter of 2023-2024. I know, right? The Euro. I mean, the Euro is literally bonkers. And get this, it has been trending colder. I mean, look at the last model run. I mean, it has been going, well, it's because, okay, this is the same time right here, but it still wants colder air. And this is 240 hours out, that's why. But yeah, some of these areas could have temperatures 40 degrees below normal. 40 degrees below normal. And yes, look at the trough here. I mean, that is very deep. That is really extreme. So we are going to have to keep an eye on this. But Alex Miller, if you're wondering, is it going to be cold here for your area? Nope. Maybe towards the end of the forecast, it'll get colder. But it's going to be quite, definitely mild there for your area. Definitely warm for the south, though. Look at this. For Georgia, even for Tennessee, close to 80 degrees. What's up, Uga? What is it? El Nino. El Nino usually means warmer than normal temperatures for the Great Lakes, for Erie, Pennsylvania. Near average to Persuade. I am building Chesapeake and Ohio coal train pulled by a steam locomotive. Oh man, you make me want to get into trains now. That's fun. That's awesome. Is it like a real life train set like you see at like train museums and stuff? Like not like I mean it's like a miniature kind of model, right? It goes on train rails, correct? Cuz if so, wow. You must be good at it. It has been a great year for California in terms of rainfall this season. Maybe more needed rain for improved drought. Yeah. Yeah, more rain I meant for improved drought. Yeah. Speaking of that, let me take a look at how much rainfall Oh my goodness! That is a lot of rain. That is quite a bit of moisture. It has been really consistent. Look how much rain that is. QPF amounts. For California, let's see how much snow that would be. Almost 300 inches of snowfall. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Michael Guerrero, quite a bit of rain, bud. Quite a bit of rain. Let me see the GEFS. Yeah, the GEFS is going a little crazy on that. We'll have to just wait and see. Gotta keep an eye on that. That could be really, really crazy if that actually ends up coming true on the operational. I mean, that's a lot of moisture. That is a ton of moisture. Wow. It is way above average. Way above average. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm loving the above average. That I can float my boat with that, actually. Not float my boat literally, but like I'm okay getting above average. More wind, by the way, Michael. More wind means more down trees and power lines. We're gonna do it again, buddy. Gonna do it again. Look at this storm right here coming in for next week. Gonna have a lot of wind with it. And then that storm just stalls out. And then it just comes through again. Oh, this is exciting. Definite above average, yes. But as far as rainfall anomalies go, I wanted to show you all this really quickly. That the Deep South, definitely below average, including for portions of Tennessee and the Carolinas. Possibly 1 to 3 inches below normal with rainfall, thanks to that persistent ridge pattern. And it looks like it's going to stay over your area, according to the latest GFS. So we're just going to keep an eye on that Euro model to see if it got stronger or if that trough is stronger. So how's everybody enjoying the stream? You guys really wanted me to live stream, so I'm really glad to do this. I will try live streaming a lot more. I promise. Okay, I promise. But when you have IRL stuff to take care of, some of it is critically important. Very hard just to do a live stream. Remember, I'm learning to drive. And other stuff going on, so it's tough. It's tough, but I will make sure I show up. Unless it's a Wednesday or Thursday, then it might be harder because I have school those days. Above average, San Francisco is expected to get 0.15 of rain next Thursday, the 23rd. 0.25. Oh yeah, I'm going to live stream it, yes. It's almost 70 degrees here, David. Ross. Uh you're in the deep south then, I'm guessing. I forget where people live. I'm sorry. I'm not good at that. Well, yeah, it's warm and it's gonna stay warm. Get used to it. Yeah, but I'm watching the latest Euro model as that renders. IRL, I said. I meant to say IRL. Sorry. URL and IRL sound so much alike. 63 degrees here. Dang, that is very warm. Yeah, in Reading, Pennsylvania, it is about 60 degrees. Dang, that is so warm for your area. For Pennsylvania standards. But Alex's water temperature is probably down to about 20 degrees, still at 20 degrees. Takes a while for him to thaw out and melt. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I am back. I am back. So, yes, we're keeping an eye on the severe weather. Nothing going on right now. But what we gotta keep an eye on is the temperatures. Or the not the temperatures on the models. The Euro latest, it's rendering. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to head out of here at 11 o'clock. So in about 45 minutes or so. Everything's fine, Alex Miller. Everything's fine. It's just family plans that I had to do. So, Monticello getting some heavier rainfall right now. If you're on the State Route 84, if you're on State Route 13, we're definitely going to keep an eye. We have to really watch that closely. Again, that storm that has some gusty winds. And of course, maybe some pea-sized hail associated with that storm. But otherwise, looking pretty quiet now. And we just got a new tornado watch now for Nashville, Tennessee, under a tornado watch right now. This extends near Oak Ridge, so definitely some tornadoes are a possibility today. In fact, if we go to the Storm Prediction Center, let's take a look at what their saying is on that. What their risk. Wow, there's a moderate risk for strong tornadoes in that area. So Nashville definitely could see some EF2 plus tornadoes potentially. There's a moderate chance for that to occur. Oh, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see. Of course, this is away from the radar site. The one in Memphis is not working, but we do have a line of intense rainfall. Downstream, dew points are in the mid-60s. So definitely moist, unstable atmosphere is present. No, I'm not going storm chasing today, Diane. That will probably be next year. I promise that will probably be next year. By the way, I am going driving today. So wish me luck, folks. Wish me luck. Oh, you're working today, JMJ? Nice. I forgot, JMJ, where do you work at? If you don't mind me asking. By the way, this severe thunderstorm warning has 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and radar did indicate it. So we're talking about some... I use my blinker, Candy. I don't use hand signals. You probably do, but I don't. Maybe in Tennessee it's different. But in California, we don't do hand signals. It's blinkers. You use your blinker. I work at school with elementary school. Oh, you work at an elementary school? Nice. What do you do there, JMJ? I'm just curious. That's awesome that you work at an elementary school. Kindergarten through 5th grade. Oh, nice. No speeding past nursing homes. Alex? Come on, you act like I don't know the road rules, dude. Why did I pass my written test? I bet you didn't. I passed it on the first try. It probably took you 2 or 3 times to pass your written test. So what do you do there, JMJ show channel? Do you do, like, are you a teacher? Are you a substitute? Are you an aide? Are you what? Oh, you clean up tables and watching them. Make sure they act right and they have been doing well. So you're kind of like a teacher. That's awesome. That is so awesome. But Alex Miller, I bet it took you like 2 or 3 times to pass the written test. I'm just curious, like, how many did you pass it on the first, second, or third? But yeah, we're keeping an eye on these storms, folks. Brookhaven, Macomb, and Collins, Maggie in Mississippi, we are seeing that line. But to the north is where we have that severe thunderstorm warning that expires in 36 minutes. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you got my question, Alex Miller. Alex, I'm not trying to, I'm just asking. That's all I'm doing. Did you pass on the first, second, or third? Like, I'm just asking. It doesn't mean you're not smart. It just means you need to study more, probably. Not trying to be rude. Oh, you passed on the first time? Do you know the total rainfall could be around Tennessee, Kentucky? So the rainfall total around that area, let's take a look. So around Tennessee, Kentucky, let's go into the central. So the Tennessee, Kentucky area might get as much as about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. This is in accordance with the NAM model that also indicates maybe as much as 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, especially for central and northern Kentucky where the heaviest rain could be possible. So quite a bit of moisture up there gonna be accumulating. But as far as severe weather goes today, definitely gonna be a busy one, potentially, with this group of storms over Mississippi and Alabama through the 0Z time frame. When I was 16, you passed the first time when you were 16. That's awesome. That is awesome, Alex Miller. Dang, so you've had your license for 10 years? Oh, wait, no. 12 years? That's awesome. Is Maryland going to get any snow before spring? I'm glad you asked that question because your answer is no. You're probably not going to get any more snow before spring. But you might get a sneaky snowstorm. So I would say yes, you still have a chance of getting something significant. Man, this storm system coming in next week is really ahead of schedule. Geez, okay, this is going to be a really strong storm. That comes in like that. Wow. Gotta watch the models on that one. You're very welcome, Conqueror. By the way, if you're new to this channel, folks, please subscribe. It really, really helps out a lot. It really means a lot. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, hitting the like button, and sharing this with your family and friends on social media. It actually runs it and pulls it in a. Oh, nice. Lego Train 489. That's cool that you build trains and stuff. Oh, and I have a good question. You probably know about electric trains, correct? Lego Train 489? Do you know about electric trains by any chance? Like model trains? So if you are in southern Mississippi, near Prentice, that's where heaviest rain is coming down. Got lightning strikes going on. Mount Olive, Maggie, getting heavier rainfall, thunderstorms. Skies are rumbling along. Okay, so but Lego Train, do you so you know how so you do build electric trains, correct? So, yeah, we're tracking the weather. We're also tracking the west closely for that trough. Geez, that is a very deep trough. Gosh, that's so deep. Oh, that is very deep. And chat got so quiet. Chat got so quiet. I know there's not a lot of severe weather going on, so I understand why you all are not interacting. But we are watching next week's pattern. Looks very significant. Oh my gosh, that's cold. Be very cold next week. Oh my goodness. Definitely colder. Definitely colder. You didn't miss much at all. Alex Miller, just watching the weather closely. That is so low, those heights. Oh my goodness. So if you're in Jackson right now, scattered showers and thunderstorms, none of them are severe at the moment. We are keeping an eye on a severe thunderstorm warning up here on the border of Tennessee and Mississippi over the State Route 72 corridor. Chat's working. Chat is working. No, no build. I run them for the children that come to see the trains. Oh, I see. Okay. So I thought you knew a lot about like model electric trains. Like little models. But yeah, severe thunderstorm warning now for Michigan City in Mississippi, LaGrange in Tennessee, Moscow in Tennessee. Oh, and it got canceled. It got canceled. So there is nothing going on right now as far as severe weather goes. Really, really dead. Except for a special weather statement down here near Apprentice, near Mount Olive, Monticello, under that special weather statement. But otherwise, not very active at the very moment. Oh my goodness. Whoa, that is definitely a big storm. Take a look at the European model, folks. Big storm now. That is definitely stronger than the last model run. Oh, yeah, way stronger. That has trended up big time in the last couple of model runs. That is very significant. That is a very strong storm system. Jeez. Oh, this is crazy. That is a crazy storm. Oh my goodness. That would be a storm and a half right there. I live stream the trains at club. Ooh, nice. Let me see if I could. Maybe I'll have to subscribe. Yeah, I'll subscribe and check out your channel. That is a very extreme weather pattern. Oh, yeah, this is so extreme, this pattern right here. That is... I cannot explain how crazy that pattern is. That is so wild. Temperatures in the 60s, and then on the other side of the front, you got temperatures in the negative, or not in the negatives, but in the single digits. That's a big deal. Wow, that is a big snowstorm if that actually happens. That would bring a couple of feet. Yep, I got your channel already. Lego Train. Yeah, this live look at in Tennessee right now, cloudy skies. Cloudy skies. Just not much happening right now. David, I got soaked. Really? Oh, it's raining pretty hard there right now. It is raining pretty hard. A lot of rain coming your way, actually. I have driven in the rain, Alex, and I do drive safe. Make sure you have blinker fluid. It's raining cats and dogs. Oh, yeah. What do you mean blinker fluid? What? You don't... I've never heard of blinker fluid. You said... Yeah, wiper fluid. Okay, because you said blinker fluid. It's called wiper fluid, Alex. This Saturday, I'm going to my train club to run trains for the children. Oh, nice. Lego Train 489. Awesome. If you don't mind me asking, which state are you in, Lego Train 489? Because maybe depending on the weather. Looks fine, though, for your area otherwise. David, how fast do your wipers go? They go pretty fast. When it rains hard. You probably don't, you must use your wipers when it rains. Are you driving right now, Alex, since it's raining outside? Are you driving right now, Alex? Alex, you act like I didn't even take the written test properly. I'm home safe. Oh, okay, good. I will stream the trains. Nice. So if you're in the Maggie area, Mount Olive, Prentice, Monticello in Mississippi, that's where we have the special weather statement. That's where we're seeing, if you want to relate to severe weather, that's probably where the best severe weather chances actually exist right now in the short term. So far, we have not had anything. I'm quite surprised by this. A really, really slow start to the day. Yeah, it's definitely raining. Rained pretty hard in some areas. But there's just not a lot of weather going on at the moment. Not much. There is some rotation right here. We will have to watch this storm closely. But right now, it does not look to have any signs of any strong rotation that would warrant a tornado warning. What's up, Marcus? Mustard, how are you doing? There's a flash flood warning right now over near Baton Rouge, near Clinton. So yeah, there's been a lot of training of storms in this area, so there is a lot of flooding going on. That's great to hear, Marcus. But yeah, the weather pattern next week looks pretty ridiculous. I mean, this is pretty extreme. I mean, look at this. Really, really amplified pattern. Really amplified. Very warm up there in Ohio. In the 70s. Even in the 80s, perhaps in Tennessee. Really warm. I'm sorry, Candy. I bet that makes you upset that it's going to warm up. No more cold weather. But quite a bit of ice. On that storm, boy, the European model wants to have an inch plus of ice. If that happens, I'll promise you there's going to be a lot of problems. There's going to be a lot of dangerous, impossible road travel because of how heavy the snow is or freezing rain would be. That'd be really bad. Oh my goodness, that would be really bad. I live in North Carolina. Oh, nice. So, yup. In North Carolina, you're going to have really warm weather, buddy. No doubt about that. For this weekend, on Saturday, actually, it's going to be cooler than normal. But relatively speaking, near kind of your seasonal temperatures. But later on in the period, yeah, by the middle of next week, you might get into the upper 70s. Upper 70s, bud. I'm glad to see you online. Yeah, I'm glad to be here, Marcus, for the next 7 minutes, 6 minutes or so. Alex, there are no aliens coming. Yo, what's up, John? How are you doing? Guess what, John? I drove yesterday. I beat you already to that, John. But yeah, I wanted to let you know, John, I drove yesterday for like 3 hours. And I'm driving a little bit today. So they're not UFOs. Okay, I'm not getting into politics about it, but they're not UFOs. I drove around town. I'm not saying which town because I don't want my location disclosed for many reasons. But I did drive around town, a big town, not a small town, but big town. Good train watching weather. Upper 70s is great. What's up? What's up, Daddy? How are you? Hence his name. So, yeah, if you guys are new, hit the sub, hit the like, and share. I will cut this. I have to cut this short, this live stream, because I will be gone for probably about a couple of hours. But if anything sneaks around the corner today, I'll be sure to go live. But yeah, John, it was fun yesterday. You should drive with me. You'd probably like my driving. I'm a good driver. Are you live next week? I'm trying to learn about Turkey earthquake. I'm not going to go live on that. But I am looking into doing wildfire coverage this year for the channel. Better ways, later days. Rhyme, rhyme. Yes, they're called undercover cop cars. If only I could, I would have to drive all the way to your area. Yeah, I'm pretty far from you, John. Unfortunately. We best brothers. Speaking of St. Louis, 39 degrees there. 37, 32 degrees. So it's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly. That cooler air has moved in. But not as cold as it could be. Oh, by the way, John, before I end this, I wanted to let you know it might snow in my area on Thursday next week. So, yeah, well, folks, I am so sorry, but I have to cut it here. It is 11 o'clock. I have to do some errands with my family. Hopefully, I will be back by this afternoon. Now, depending on how it all goes as far as severe weather goes, I might be live, I might not. If there's really nothing to track, what's the whole purpose, right? But I'm hoping to be back on live. Oh, and there's a tornado warning. What a joke. Really quick update on this, but then I have to go. Tornado warning has been issued for New Johnsville in Tennessee. First tornado warning and the last on the live stream, probably. So, yep, here we go. First radar indicated tornado warning of the stream. So, Unfortunately, I do have to cut it here, but thank you all for tuning in, and I will hopefully, fingers crossed, I will hopefully be back on this afternoon sometime. I'm not sure exactly what time, but stay tuned for more. You gotta subscribe, share, and like, and see you soon with more live coverage.